back to another episode of Hopper's vlog. I am pretty excited for this vlog because this place was there in my bucket list for a period of 2 long years. A close friend of mine had told about Kumara Parvata trek. He had told how it was like a challenging trek because it was a 2 day long trek where you would witness a lot of things like adventure and you would check on your stamina levels and everything. So I was pretty excited. It's raining heavily. I don't know if this trek is going to be possible. Let's see. We left from Bengaluru on Friday evening. We had a lot of pit stops in between for our tea breaks, loo breaks and our dinner breaks and everything. Then the weather was perfect for the drive because it was raining and you would enjoy the rain a lot more when you're driving, I feel. Then near the Ghat section, I would suggest that you don't stop anywhere because of safety reasons. Staying at Sheshakutira today and we reached a destination that is a Kukke Subramanya temple. From here we would be trekking to Kumara Parvata. This is stay. We've reached. It's a beautiful, well-managed place because it's pretty clean. You can see the entire place is spacious and then you have a clean washroom here. So tonight we'll be staying at this place before heading to our trek tomorrow early morning. Kumara Parvata trek is not an easy trek. It's believed that it's South India's toughest trek and tomorrow early morning we'll be starting at Kumara Parvata trek. Our Kumara Parvata trek has 4 stages. The first stage is from the temple to forest office. Nearby you have Bhattaramane. So from Bhattaramane to Kallu Mantapa is your stage 2. Then stage 3 is Kallamantapa to Sheshaparvata and stage 4 or the final stage is from Sheshaparvata to Kumara Parvata. So we'll be starting our trek early morning tomorrow. Morning 7 o'clock and we're going to start our trip by having a breakfast first. So let's have a breakfast and then start it. And this is the starting point from where we will be going to the forest office.
We are starting to explore Kumara Parvata out here.
Basically, KP trek is like a 2 day long trek. So one night you would be pitching your tents in the jungle. So you need tents. Either have your own tents or you can rent these tents. There's a particular website where you can rent your tents. If that is not available, you have local shops where you can go and get your tents on rent basis. Stage 1 of the trek is pretty difficult. Let's go. So when we spoke to a lot of travelers there, few of them told like before they used to give tents near the Bhattaramane itself for rent so that travelers could stay there. But I'm not sure if it's still there because when we went it was not available because we had a lot of travelers who had come from a lot of other places. So entire place was pitched with a lot of tents. So I don't think they would be even having a lot of stock of tents. It depends on the season maybe.
Guys.
Pretty tired. Yeah. It's a pretty tough trek. Sorry. We're still on the way. Because this is a long trek, make sure you have water bottles and dry fruits, everything packed inside your bag for 2 days. Keep it for like 2.5 days because you will be consuming more than what you would usually consume. Then have a cap because at certain places it gets sunny, so it would be helpful. Then you can have a sunscreen also if you are like a lot of sunscreen persons. Next, hiking stick is not compulsory, but if you have, it's well and good, or you can just randomly take out any stick which is fallen down there. Head torch would be really handy because after a certain point your phones will be dead and your power banks will be dead, so a head torch would be helpful. Next, having a good trekking shoe is a must because at certain places it's steep, at certain places it gets slippery if it starts to rain, so hiking shoes is a must. Next, what you need to have is liquid cash. At Bataramane, like, it's better you have cash in your hand because phone pay and Google Pay all will stop working because your networks will be dead by the time you reach that place. First aid kit is also important. Next, what you need, there's a lot of leeches at the area, so it's better you carry salt or something so that you can just put them on your leg wherever your leech attack is. We had Savlon and we just sprayed, it fell off, so I think that also was useful. This place is something you should experience in life because at this place you're completely out of coverage. That is, you are completely isolated from the entire world around you. You'll just be having real conversations with people than the social media. You will talk to a lot of travelers. You will get to hear a lot of experiences from a lot of travelers who have traveled to different places and everything. So you would find a lot of meaning in real-time conversations than the social media conversations. This trek is going to be a unique experience to all of you because you will be pitching your tents in the jungle and everything. So you have two places which is allocated for pitching of tents. So one place is forest office area where you can pitch, or near the Bataramane. You need to take the permission with Bhatta and then pitch your tent there. We had put near the Bataramane. Next, most important thing before you start your trek is call up the Bhatta and tell him how many people are coming for the trek and how many meals you require. Once you reach Bataramane, it's also important to go and report to the Bhatta that you have reached and you will be requiring these meals. Next, food. Coming to food, you have really basic foods at the Bataramane. Obviously, you're staying in a jungle. You can't expect luxurious food. You're going to be a traveler. You will have to compromise on a lot of things. In that, first important thing is food. You'll just get basic, delicious, yummy food for a low cost of 150 rupees per person per meal. In the jungle, pitching of your tent is also a beautiful experience you would enjoy a lot. When we had gone, Kumara Parvata was recently open for tourists. Till then it was closed because of COVID reasons and because of heavy rain. So October 1st witnessed heavy crowd of tourists at that place. So Bataramane was completely crowded with a lot of people, and then it started to rain in between, so our entire tent started getting drenched. But that's all part of a trek because you need to adjust with a lot of stuffs and everything. So it's better to carry raincoat because I found a few travelers who have bought raincoat and they just put raincoat and they were happily sleeping in their tent. That also was a unique experience for all of us. Next day early morning, you would be all set to start again your trek, where you would first report to the forest office, give details of your name, number, Aadhaar card and everything, and the number of plastics you're carrying, which you're supposed to responsibly carry back. So based on the number of plastics you're carrying, you will be charged. Then you have a different entry fee to the Kumara Parvata, which you will also be paying at the forest office. You can keep your luggage at the forest office or at the Bataramane also. Next, you have washrooms at the Bataramane, so make sure you freshen up at the Bataramane itself. Finally, after reaching to the peak of Kumara Parvata, you will be back descending down. First to the base camp or the Bataramane, and then finally to the place where you belong. We found this small stream, we followed it, and then we reached to this place. After having a wonderful time at the Kumara Parvata, it was time for us to head back. We met a lot of travelers who just told us how the food supplies were carried all the way up to the Bataramane so that they could feed all these travelers. So be a responsible traveler. Way back, we were actually followed by a little puppy which kept coming along with us, and then it found a lot of other travelers and then it went along with them. That also was kind of a very nice experience. So we exited our trek today successfully, and we ended up trekking all the way to Kumara Parvata and coming back. Thank you so much.
starting the journey.
Hello guys, welcome back to another. Hello guys, welcome back.
Chapale guys, chapale.
Hope you all liked the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.